This video is about the safety system that are incorporated in the model year 2020 and onwards Suzuki Swift Sport, which is different from the Suzuki Swift Sport of the same generation, both being ZC33S, but the non-hybrid version, because they didn't have all the safety features. And what kind of safety features am I talking about? There's anti-collision warning, so it will even have an emergency braking system, which I had this morning because I had to wave to traffic in the street that there was a car that perhaps would hit me head on, and I had to wave, of course, for the other part, because all the cars were parked like a zigzag pattern, as you can imagine. And then I think, yeah, you can switch it off, eh? That's the good thing, you can switch it off in the Suzuki Swift Sport. But then I thought, okay, it goes full on the brakes and full tilt mode, whereas you can still easily control that. But of course, this would have saved you if you were sleeping or something else occurred, or traffic in front of you is waving in your lane. This could be beneficial. So I understand it, and I also understand that now you hear another beep, because it could have been that the other car would go into my lane. So it will also beep if there's some movement in the lane that you want to go, but the other car was already going out of the lane. And also other safety features, eh? So for example, if you cross the markings of your lane, it will also give a sound or show you something, and you can even make it tremble and steer you back if you try to have the lane keeping assist in. It will also accelerate and brake when you use adaptive cruise control. In my opinion, the normal cruise control is oftentimes already very good, so I don't have that much need for the adaptive one, but it has benefits, because if you combine adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist on the highway, it essentially will drive itself to a degree. Of course, now and then it will ask again about if you are driving, are you really active and or do you know what is happening, but it will take a lot of the work out of your hands. It can also offer you some benefit if you have to look at something or look at the map or whatever. This is beneficial, of course. So I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with these systems. I think sometimes, almost always, if you're a good driver, they are overzealous, these systems. But on the other hand, even a good driver can have a bad day, and then it is beneficial that you have an additional safety net. And the benefit, as I mentioned, you can switch them off, and you can switch lane keeping assist off, you can switch off parking assist, you can switch off anti-collision warning. I think even emergency braking can be turned off. You can also switch off the auto start-stop system. So there are a lot of things that you can just switch off, including traction control as well. Traction control will help you when there's little traction, so it will limit the output the engine gives to the certain wheels. So you have only two wheels that the traction is on, out of both front wheels. But it's an additional safety feature that will help you prevent slip. And also have a little bit more fluency there. Found my car? Out. Next to the safety features that most people know, like anti-collision warning, emergency braking, this car, the Suzuki Swift Sport Hybrid, also has some additional features. So in your mirrors you see, when you're trying to overtake or you want to switch lanes, if you're overtaking and the other car is still in the blind spot or is in the lane beside of you, it will give an indication in the mirror. So to the right you see to the right what's happening there, and to the left you see to the left. If there's something, even if it's outside the mirror, it will show it to you if it's functioning, and it does. Another benefit is that they also have a monitoring system when you're driving backwards, so in reverse. You have, of course, your camera system, you have your parking sensors, which is oftentimes seen in a lot of cars, but it also gives you a rear traffic crossing alert. So if someone is on the lane, so you're driving like this, backwards, and if someone in the lane that you're trying to drive into is some passenger, could be a child or someone on a bike, so that's lane crossing assist, also from the backward view. So if someone is not in your scope with your camera or your scope of your rear view mirror, but it's already on the lane that you try to access, it will alert you, which is very beneficial. So there are a lot of safety features, which these two I really like. And I also like a car that gives you, for example, some lighting effects. I don't like the beeps so much, but they are of course there. So for example, if you fell asleep or whatever, it's there to trigger you, to get your alert again. So that's the mechanism behind that, and the rationale behind using all those beeps, which are oftentimes overzealous but can help you to just prevent wars. Found a car? Out.